Romulan Mystery. That's where we are. Romulan Mystery.
The Romulans researched Borg technology at a base known as the Vault.
Oh,
the Vault was abandoned in the chaos after the destruction of the Romulan homeworld. We sent a group of scout ships into the region a few years later, but they were lost in an ambush by an unknown vessel. Since
rough.
then, we have been monitoring the region for signs of activity. Long-range sensors have detected energy spikes in the Hakona system.
Not energy
and
spikes.
Klingon intelligence believes that someone is bringing the Vault back online. I want you to find out who. I also want to know if there is any Borg technology or restricted weaponry on that base. Good
I'll
luck.
find out for you.
And good hunting.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Temek. The Vault. And talk to who? Vishka? There you are. Our long-range sensors have picked up limited information about the mysterious Vault station. Based on our scans, it's a massive starbase and a small ship, like a fighter or shuttle, could easily slip into the maintenance areas and possibly some of the interior. Since the Romulans excel at cloaking technology, Command has decided that cunning will be more important than strength. Your task will be to infiltrate the station via a shuttle or other small craft like a harmless globfly. Any questions? Could this be related to the Romulan attempts to destabilize the Imperial houses? Unlikely. Fine. Why not just attack? Too dangerous. Okay. What can I expect? Too large to cloak. Scans have detected signs of Borg weaponry and Thalaron technology. Well, what if I need support? The IKS Azet Burr will remain cloaked at the edge of Romulan space and ready for rapid incursion. Oh, good. I'll have backup. Oh, whoops. Okay, bye. Good hunting, Captain. Remember, you must use a shuttle, fighter, or other small craft so you can explore the vault itself. Oh, I need to requisition a shuttlecraft. Great, that'll be my first shuttle, too. I'll buy this one. Yes, give me the shuttle. Okay. Hello. I was told to report to you. I provide information on shuttle and small craft, and if you lose your Dujhad chariot or commander's gig, I will help you. I can provide you with the necessary information on shuttles in general, so feel free to ask whatever you wish. When you are ready to actually claim your shuttle, you will need to speak with the ship and shuttle requisition officer. I did that. How do I get a Dujhad? Available to Star Trek Online veterans who have been subscribers for 400 days. Oh. Fine, bye. Now I go to the Hakona system. Return to ship. Let's do this thing. Depart system. Kapow. Obviously, this station isn't as abandoned as Intel suspected. Sensors are reading several Romulan ships in the area, and that's just the ones that we can spot. That station is immense. It must have taken an incredible amount of manpower and technology to build it. It's almost the size of a small moon. Sensors are reading a sophisticated tachyon detection network, as well as several patrolling vessels. Sir, for an abandoned station, this facility certainly has a lot of activity. The Romulans are experts at stealth technology. If we want to approach unseen, we must avoid confrontation and find a way to evade or jam their sensor grid. We must assume that if we engage the ships here, they'll notify whoever is left on the station, and it may become difficult to find an entry point. Avoid patrol vessels and evade sensor nets while approaching the vault. Consult with your officers for options. Here I am in my little shuttle. How cute. I'm avoiding you. Oh no!
Ship is under attack.
Oh god. Well, I didn't do very good at that, did I? Okay, I can do that one. This asteroid is unusually large, and it's clearly been mined by the Romulans, sir. It was probably used for raw construction materials like most of the debris here. This particular asteroid contains pergium, titanium, and duranium. It was probably tractored from the nearby system and brought here to construct whole components and power systems. We could probably cut a piece from the asteroid with our weapons for further analysis. Oh shit.
Ship is under attack.
I'm doing it. Is that it? Did I get it? I think I got it. Material analysis. Looks like the fragment has picked up a bit of residual energy from our weapon burst. It'll be radiating energy for a while. Other than that, it's just a rock. It's never just a rock. There. Indications are that this vessel was refitted for asteroid mining. Apparently, a containment failure in the engine core led to a massive radiation surge. The engine went into emergency shutdown, but all the couplings and injectors were burned out. The crew probably died due to instant radiation burns. Looks like the vessel was stripped of parts and left derelict. Okay. That's fine then. Looks like the Romulans left this satellite as a communications booster for their short-range worker shuttles. Fortunately for us, it's still active. Unfortunately, it's heavily encrypted. Traffic analysis shows that the network routes its communication through a series of nodes at the station's dorsal peaks. If we flood them with excessive signal, it could cause the network to be unable to handle any signal traffic, which would give us a brief window to slip in. A DDoS attack. The alerts wouldn't go off because the station would never get the signal. We'll still have to avoid the patrols and make sure we don't get too close to the station until we make the broadcast. Approach the vault and use a packet storm to disrupt its sensor communications. Uh-oh. Approaching the tachyon grid perimeter. If we're detected by it, that will definitely alert the Remans. Fuck yo, grid. Station sensor hub jammed. Pass through grid and find entry before scanners reset. Oh shit. Oh my. Picking up some unusual energy readings, we'll need to explore the accessible interior areas and see what we can find. Looks like there's another access conduit across from us. We'll have to think three-dimensionally in here. Sensor readings are also picking up a few scattered life signs. Oh damn. Look at this station though. Crazy. Hail shuttle, no response to our hails. Obviously someone is still living in this area though. Okay. Cool. What's this?
Warning.
We
Ship
tripped some
is under
security
attack.
systems. Against my shuttlecraft. The doors are a massive set of interior bulkhead doors. They're segmenting the different parts of the base, possibly a safety measure in case something went wrong in one of the central areas. Access appears to be controlled by use of security keys. We can disable it if we can find a code block that matches part of a security key. Okay. Stay on the turret debris. The defense turret was hooked into part of the security network. There's a security code in the subsystem 6750. Microgravity storage containers. Since the interior space has no artificial gravity, they're just left afloat here. There's an assortment of construction materials and personal effects, including a personal access code key 0668. Uh, 0668. What? 0668 is in there. Got it. Microgravity storage crates. No weapons or unusual energy signatures. Very well. Ooh. Deeper into the vault. Above us, that's a Borg sphere. The Romulans must have used this base as a storage facility and research area for Borg technology. Borg sphere. Above us. Oh. Dang. Electrical discharge is probably from ionization leaking from the sphere and the research nodes. We should be cautious about flying too close to them. Okay. The Borg sphere is dormant, like it's been put to sleep. It's not the source of the strange readings that long-range scans detected. Looks like the sphere is hooked into part of the local systems network. We should be able to exit through the other doors now. Probably a safety precaution to keep them locked. Smells like a drop. Quiet in this area. Too quiet. I agree. Whoa. Whoa. Unusual energy readings from the other side of that pillar, sir. Ooh. Sir, this is it. This was a weapons lab, an industrial research and fabrication facility where the Romulans built Thalaron weapons. If the Remans have infiltrated this base, they must be trying to secure those weapons.
Ah, so our intruder finally arrives at the heart of the matter. Have you seen all that you came to see, little spy?
Who are you?
Does it really matter? Call me Obasek, if a name is that important to you.
What are you doing here?
That should be obvious. I intend to make use of this station to further my agenda.
Ah.
Your presence, however, is a bit more curious. I expect that you are operating under the shroud of Empress Sela, whether you realize it or not.
I'm not an agent of Empress Sela.
The Klingon Empire's intelligence services can hardly match the Tal Shiar or the cunning of Empress Sela. The most likely scenario is that you are here simply because there was a trail of breadcrumbs for you to follow.
Yeah, pretty much.
You still do what Sela wants, but she cannot be implicated in your actions.
The Klingon Empire has learned through hard experience how to see through Romulan treachery.
Your protest will do you no good in any case. I expected interference, and I have
good.
taken steps to ensure that you will not disrupt my plans.
Oh no, you must know that the galactic powers will not permit you to use Thalaron weapons.
I'm not especially interested in what you will or will not permit.
Oh.
My only interest is proving a point to the Romulans.
Oh.
My people have been hounded across the stars.
Yeah.
We have been separated from our loved ones and had our homes destroyed.
Yeah.
Our ships have been attacked and our warriors slain by treachery.
But you guys
No
are kind
more.
of jerks.
We will take the fight to them, and we will be free. I am afraid our time is at an end. My associates have already finished loading the Thalaron weapons that we need, and I have other
Thalaron.
operations to manage. I think we both know what happens now. May your death be quick and valorous.
Well, that's nice of you. Oh shit.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Blast the door locks. Did I not just do that? Looks like whoever was at this launch bay decided to leave this fighter behind. Yeah? They're still powering most of the station. Some of these conduits are damaged. Keep an eye out. Okay. Good to know. Sir, this craft has low odds against a Reman warship. Clearly, we will need to alert the KDF to Obisek's plan. Once we are clear of the station interior, we can send a message using the derelict Romulan subspace booster satellite. Then we will have little choice but to keep the ship occupied until reinforcements can arrive. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Reinforcements have arrived and are just past that nebula. We don't have much time. We need to meet up with reinforcements and stop that ship. Got him. Hail the Azat-Bur. That was a glorious explosion, probably from the Thalaron weapons carried aboard the ship. We're going to leave the system under high warp to draw off any reinforcements that might come looking. Suggest you return to Klingon space. Leave system and return to Kronos. Can do. Oh, all the interference is gone. Kapow, little shuttle. Transwarp to Kronos. Boom. That transwarp is cool looking. Enjoying it. There's Vishka. I suppose we should expect that the Romulans would research weapons like Thalaron technology. This division with the Remans, though, could be exploited. I'm sure that Tamek will have me analyzing data for the next several days. Drop by again to see what we've uncovered. Oh. A civil war may well be brewing between the Romulans and the Remans, and we could use this as a wedge to break off some parts of the Star Empire, or at the very least, to keep them so busy that we can stabilize our borders and commit our forces elsewhere. Between Sela and this new warrior on the scene, Obisek, the Romulans and Remans are pitted in a battle between two charismatic leaders. Oh my. Still, a conflict of this scope usually isn't the sort planned by raw revolutionaries and partisans. Someone has an eye on the bigger picture, and we need to make sure that there isn't a hidden hand. Kapla, Captain. That will be all. Thanks, Tamek. So Sela, they've been talking about Sela Yar, Tasha Yar's half-daughter, bastard half-Romulan daughter. Romulan or Reman? Romulan daughter. Which means we're going to get more Denise Crosby voice, which means we get more of the awful Yar family line. She's going to show up. Return to Tamek. Oh, hey.
We need to learn more about the conflict between Obisek and the Romulans.
We sure do.
If Sela is stupid enough to wage war against her own vassals,
they haven't called her that yet.
We might be able to use
Sela,
the conflict to our advantage.
I know who it is.
You were right, however, to destroy the Thalaron weapons.
Yes,
They're
I was
the
right.
tools of a coward. I would rather look my enemy in the eye as he dies.
Yeah.
Klingon intelligence will be working to decode the list of possible targets you acquired from the base's databanks. The next step is to find out why the Remans want to attack these locations.
Why?
Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, Worf. Tell me more about the Remans and why they would attack the Romulans.
Remans are used to dealing with Romulans.
You don't say.
Like an abused Targ, they now fear all who approach. I had great hopes for the Remans in the days after Shinzon's rebellion and the destruction of Romulans.
Shinzon.
They threw off their shackles and stood as the Romulans' equals. The High Council even considered an alliance with the Remans.
Did they?
But they were too suspicious and paranoid for much to come.
Yeah, those Remans.
It is better this way. The Remans' fear makes them weak.
They are cowards.
Intelligence has decoded the list of Reman targets that you recovered from
good.
the vault.
That was fast.
I want you to infiltrate one of these targets and determine why Obisek would attack it. The Vahar system is still technically part of the Romulan Star Empire, but Ferengi speculators have moved in, and the Empress has done nothing to remove them. The big little money grubbers have reopened the mines and are now doing business with anyone with Latimer.
Those disgusting Ferengi.
You will go to the Vahar system under the pretense of negotiating a trade deal for the Empire. Talk to Matron, the operator of the mines. Convince him to allow you access. Find out all you can.
I will.
Once we know why Obisek and the Remans are targeting these mines, then we will know how to proceed.
Hell yeah, we have. We will. Either way. Thanks, Tamek. Okay. The Hefithar system. Hefithar. Off we go. So I don't need to run through this city. I need to return to my ship. That's what I need to do. Friend? That would have been, yeah.
There was a character that was like her too.
Yeah, there was, huh? The Nemesis?
Yeah.
What a wasted opportunity to stick Denise Crosby in something. Captain, the Remans were targeting a magnesite mine in this area, but the list we recovered didn't have its exact coordinates. Ah, you're failing me, Chagrin. I know we're in the right area, but all of the moons in this system are inhabited, and our sensors are being affected by the magnesite. We'll need to contact each moon to try to determine which one of the Remans we're actually targeting. Oh my god. Very well, let's go talk to some Ferengi on the Reman moons. Hail the moon. Nalani Dion and her minions, oh no, may have sworn fealty to the Klingon Empire, but we did not. I bend knee for no one. Leave now or be destroyed. They're hostile. They're hostile bastards. These Orions. They're not Ferengi. Last one. This moon is private property. No solicitors, beggars, or Klingons allowed. Well, these people are rude and insolent. This is the ship of the Klingon Empire. They should speak to us with more respect. Settle down about it, Throck. Let's just go to the last moon. Hello, my good friends. I'm so happy to meet you. Perhaps you are in the market for some high-quality magnesite. We have the finest ore in the quadrant. On behalf of the miners and residents here, I'm more than happy to welcome you to our home. Please transport to the surface. Unfortunately, the large amounts of extremely pure magnesite ore in the core of our little world will interfere with your sensors. For safety reasons, I must insist that you use the transporter signal enhancers that I have installed at my own expense. Also, I know Klingons are fond of their battle parties, but could you please restrict the number of crew you bring down to the surface? My people here aren't used to strangers, and you wouldn't want to disrupt their work, would you? No, I suppose not. We're ready to beam down on your command, Captain. Beam to surface. Oh, it's just me and 2 other guys, huh? Oh, me and 1 guy. I'm taking Chagrin. Back off, Throck. Chagrin all the way. Let's go. Query in the quarry. Talk to Madron. These figures don't look right. On behalf of everyone on this forsaken rock, let me be the first to welcome you to Hithar. As you can see, we don't have time for pleasantries, and I'm not sharing my Tranya stash with you, so why don't we skip the chit-chat and get down to business? Nobody brought up drugs, Ferengi. Of course, I've heard you are an excellent source of magnesite. What makes your mine better than the others in the sector? Unfortunately, I cannot call this mine my own. I'm just a middleman. Out of the goodness of my heart, I help the residents here pass on the products of their hard work to the commercial entities such as yourself. The minuscule transaction fee and trade tariff I keep to offset my expenses is figured into the unit cost of the ore. My operation has become one of the best in the area because of the high demand for my services from both sides. I provide the best mining equipment and supplies in the sector to the miners, while my customers get competitive pricing on the ore they need. Nice. These Ferengi, they crack me up. Do you have any more information about the mines themselves? I don't pay much attention to that. Miners have empty carts, and they return with ones filled with ore. If you're that interested, you can visit the mines themselves, but I don't recommend it. It's such a dirty, disagreeable business, and I'm convinced that breathing ore dust for too long is terrible for you. The miners who live near my quarters used to keep me up night after night with their dreadful coughing. I had to install soundproofing just to get some sleep. Are you sure you wouldn't rather look at the ore I have for sale? Thanks, but I'd like to talk to the miners first. Suit yourself. Just remember, I have an exclusive contract to export magnesite ore from this moon. If you try to cut me out of your deals, you'll regret it. I just have a few questions before we conduct any business. I'll be back when I'm done. Settle down. Madron won't answer any questions about why the Remans might be targeting this place for fear of scaring us away from a possible sale. Perhaps if we ask some of the locals about what's going on here. Yeah. Question the miners. I get it. I'm sorry, I can't talk at the moment. I have to finish a survey of the area so that the miners can start work on a new mine shaft. Is there anything I can do to help? As much as I'd appreciate someone else to lug around this heavy equipment, it's all very delicate, and I'd only trust capable scientists to help me. Science training is required to complete... Oh, okay. So I'm engineering. I'm going to have to find the civilian that needs engineering help. Or the miner. I can't talk to you. I can't talk to anyone. I'm on the run, and if those thugs see me talking, then you'll be in danger too. Tactical. Is there anything I can do to help? Oh yeah, I'm tactical. I need someone who's not afraid of a fight. There's a group here that are beating and stealing from us. Madron doesn't do anything to stop it. For all I know, he's getting a cut of everything they take. They're making life miserable for all of us. Would you be willing to help? Count me in. Group of bullies. Yeah, they're stealing from you. You said that. Too weak to stop them. Right. Okay. Got it. I'll go beat up your bullies. Give me information, you bullied refugee. Thank you. Those guys have been giving everyone a lot of trouble. These thugs are part of a larger group that operates deep inside the magnesite mine. They control the lower levels, and no one who goes down there uninvited ever comes back. Dun dun dun. I don't know what's so important down there that it's worth hurting us to protect it. Maybe if you went down there, you could get some answers. Okay. There he is. You want to go inside the mine? Are you really interested in buying any magnesite, or are you just here to cause trouble? Because if it's the latter, I know some place you can start a little ruckus. There's a gang that controls the bottom levels of the mine. Yeah, I just found out, man. They won't even let me in there. Previously, I allowed them to keep their little kingdom in exchange for information, but lately they've been more trouble than they're worth. and the intel they're feeding me is useless. Honestly, who doesn't know about the Breen invasion of Deferi space? I'll take that information to heart. The Breen... Okay. Was that... That might have been one of the previous missions I did in this game that he's referring to. Explore the mine. I better. Captain, there is a series of pressure plates located in the area. They're low-tech, but the Romulans may have had to resort to outdated security measures because of the interference from magnesite veins in this cavern. The problem is that the magnesite is making our tricorders almost useless. If there's anything on this moon that the Remans would want to eliminate badly enough to use Thalaron weapons, it has to be here. We're going to have to figure out how to use the pressure plates to reveal whatever the Romulans are trying to hide. I suspect that we need to activate 2 of them to open the door. You say so, huh? Open the hidden door. Woohoo! Very well. So I scan some dirt with my tricorder, and then it activates the pressure plates underneath it.
I give the orders here, Commander. You are out of line.
With all due respect, sir, there's a difference between protecting the Empire from her enemies and provoking...
There is much here you cannot
Is that Sela?
understand, Jack.
Oh, that's
The
Janek.
Remans need to know their place. As do you. I will not
Doesn't sound like
forget
her.
your insubordination, Commander.
You're
The
in
Tal
trouble.
Shiar has no place for officers who cannot follow orders. I'll be in the command center.
Colonel, they were civilians! Their
Oh, man.
blood is on our hands!
Get used to it. There will be more.
Ooh,
Speaking
harsh.
of which, why don't you clean out the brig before you become a resident there?
Oh, rough life. Janek. The analysts in the room look completely engaged in their work. I wouldn't be surprised if we can sneak past them without being noticed. Probably.
I almost feel sorry for you, but I have my own neck to worry about.
Yep.
I'll be joining you in there soon enough. If Hakeev has his way, we all will.
Oh, that Romulan's real down on herself right now. She's having a rough day. Oh, there you go.
Enough! I surrender. I value my life more than the Tal Shiar's secrets.
Oh,
I'll
good.
tell you anything you want to know. But first you must tell me why you are here and what you want.
Why does the Reman resistance want to destroy this
The
base?
Remans know about this base? Impossible. Only the leadership of the Tal Shiar know we're here. The Empress herself couldn't find us.
Huh.
I don't believe you. But it makes no difference. This is not a military installation. We listen and record here, nothing more.
Oh.
There are many targets those Reman scum would find much more tempting.
We know each other too well to simply accept that? I can't choose that option. Enough of these lies!
Are you sure you want to end things like this?
Yes!
Enemy target on
And dead.
How did
Hello.
you find this place?
I walked in.
What else do you know? No matter. You won't be revealing anything to your superiors.
Oh,
It's
fine.
disappointing I cannot give you a proper interrogation.
Yeah, you'll
But
get
I have
over it.
much to do and little time. The self-destruct sequence has
Okay.
begun. This base will be your tomb.
How'd you transport out? What about the magnesite? You fiend. Get the records. The reactor is going critical, but we need to get out of here, but not before we find out what's so important that Hakeev, he'll destroy this base to protect it. Escape from the mines. Oh no, it's all smoky and junk. Yahoo! My mine! What have you done to my mine? There was an infestation of Tal Shiar spies in there, fool Ferengi. I just fumigated. Tal Shiar, I am shocked. I had no idea. I certainly wouldn't have sent you down there if Say, did you happen to find anything valuable down there? Did you? Because if you did, remember that I have an exclusive contract. Stop with the lies, Madron. I know you knew who and what was down there. And what's it to you? This is a rough area of the quadrant, you know, and they're good neighbors. If you're not easily embarrassed, their cameras and listening devices are everywhere. I haven't had a single problem with Orions or Hirogens since they moved in, and it doesn't hurt that I acquired the odd bit of information here and there. I'm a businessman, and information is big business. Do you know anything about what they recently discovered? Unfortunately, no, I'll admit. I was trying to find out, but their systems were locked down tight. I'm sure whatever it was had to be big news. Everyone was on edge. Janek and Hakiv were barely speaking, and I once heard Hakiv mumbling something about orders. Someone's been pulling his strings, but I don't know who. I do know that Tal Shiar takes security very seriously. If you manage to pull any files from their systems, you can expect them to be heavily encoded. Trust me on that. I speak from experience. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go talk 100 Romulans into digging a new mine to replace the one you destroyed. My profit margin for this month is ruined. Treat those miners well, Madron, or I'll be back. Madron doesn't seem to know much, Captain, or at least he's not willing to part with what information he knows without being paid. I don't think he can help us anymore. We should return to the ship and try our luck at decrypting the files we recovered from the Tal Shiar. I'm sure that they will be more useful than anything Madron has to say. Won't let me. To reach your ready room or conference room, first exit the system. When you are in sector space, press option and select visit bridge. Oh, I have a ready room? Fun. Wow. Was this unlocked because I became captain? What can I use this console for? Certain missions will give you files that you can examine from the console. Oh, yeah, well. There. Secret Reman base detected in the Dara system. Listening post Hephaestus has detected an increase in subspace communication and ships traveling to and from the Dara system. Analysis of the communications and ship traffic reveals patterns of obfuscation normally employed by Reman forces. Tal Shiar forces then intercepted a ship leaving the Dara system and captured 47 Reman citizens. The passengers and crew were summarily executed under orders of Colonel Hakiv, but the captain and first officer were preserved for questioning. Under interrogation, the captain of the Reman vessel provided a security key that could be used to decipher encrypted communications sent to the Dara system. The decrypted messages prove that there is a base in this area of space being used by the Reman resistance. Recommendation: Tal Shiar's ships should be sent to the Dara system immediately to capture this base and its inhabitants. The Tal Shiar is planning an attack on a Reman base. We need to get this information to Tamek in the Great Hall on Kronos immediately. Oh my god, we better.
Obasek is justified in his anger. The Tal Shiar records you recovered from their listening post indicate that they have been tormenting the Remans for months. Their bases have been attacked, their ships destroyed, and their families killed or imprisoned.
Oh my god.
There is no more honorable reason to pick up a blade than to defend your home and family. However, Obasek was willing to use Thalaron weapons to destroy a handful of Tal Shiar operatives. Using a hammer to stop a globfly is not the warrior's way.
Globfly.
This is madness.
It is madness, you're right.
Congratulations, Captain.
Oh man. That's mine enemy. The mines in Fihar system are ripe for conquest.
It is good that you look at the world with a conqueror's eye. There is much there that would be of use to us.
Oh.
Plentiful resources,
Good thing
a
I
ready
mentioned it
workforce, a place to prepare our ships to strike at Sela's forces.
Exactly.
I will take your proposal to the High Council. If they agree, perhaps you will have the honor of leading the invasion force.
Perhaps I will.
We know from the information you recovered from the Vahar system that the Tal Shiar are planning to attack a Reman settlement in the Dara
Oh,
system.
those bastards.
We have an opportunity to reach the settlement first. I want you to go to the Dara system and learn more about the Reman uprising. The Remans will have hidden their base.
The Remans.
So you may have to use subterfuge.
Subterfuge? Where is
I
the honor?
suspect that this affair is more than simple squabbling. The Tal Shiar either have something to gain from persecuting the Remans, or they are under orders to do so. I want to know which it is.
So do I. Frozen. Captain, the Remans are jamming our sensors, and there is no way to determine where their base is located without assistance. We need a guide. Sensors are picking up a communications satellite nearby. We should be able to modify it to emit a signal that the Remans will think is from one of their ships. When the Remans send someone to investigate the signal, we can get a sensor lock on their ship and follow them back to their base. That's so tricky. Use the common... Oh, the micronebula is limiting sensor function. We can use it to hide from the Reman ship when we send the fake distress signal. Okay. The modifications are complete, Captain. When we trigger the transmission, the Reman should think it is from a vessel that is losing power and needs assistance. There's a micronebula aft of our location. That should be sufficient to conceal the Yagam's energy signature while we wait for our Reman guide to arrive. Signal work, Captain. Reman scout ship in range. It's moving to the scan area. Excellent. I have a sensor lock on the Reman vessel. We'll be able to track it if it goes to warp. Good work. Detecting a large energy buildup, sir. It's near the Reman ship. What? Romulans, the battleship is powering disruptors, Captain. Should we go to red? Captain, they're firing on the Reman ship. The scout ship's weapons and engines are damaged, sir. It can't take much more. The Remans are cloaking, sir, attempting to re-establish sensor lock. Those Romulans. Captain, the Reman ship is cloaked, but its engines are damaged and sensors are detecting a tachyon leak. They can't stay hidden for long. We should attack the Tal Shiar ships, sir. When we destroy them, the Remans will be able to escape. They will lead us right to their base. Sometimes you just got to attack the Romulans to get the Remans. Sir, incoming hail from the lead Romulan vessel. They have detected us. I don't think those honorless Patak will say anything that we want to hear, but they are insisting on speaking with you, Captain. Putting it on the main view screen now.
We will have our vengeance.
Oh, yeah? Ah, the famed IKS Yagorn. You're a good distance out of your Empire's territory, aren't you? I know it's probably useless to expect someone like you to be civilized about this, but I wish to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. Offer no aid or assistance to these Reman rebels and leave this system immediately. If you do so, I can overlook your intrusion into an internal affair. Otherwise, I will be forced to see your presence here as an invasion of Romulan territory. That would be unfortunate. For you. Well, my officers said I should fight you. Approach the Reman scout. Captain, the Reman scout ship has decloaked. They'll try to shake us. We need to stay close until we get a lock on the ship's warp signature. Interact. The Reman ship is on the move, sir. We should follow it. Following. Okay, the Reman scout is cloaking. Sir, Romulan forces warping in. Ah, the bastards! There. Brodingo-san, welcome to the chat. Haven't seen you in a while. Star Trek Online, I'm playing it for the storylines. And they're good. Oh, there goes the scout ship. The Reman ship has executed a short warp jump and I have a lock on its coordinates, sir. We can engage warp as soon as you're ready. Oh, hold on, let me get this thing. Follow the Reman scout. The Reman ship has executed a short warp jump and I have a lock on its coordinates, sir. We can engage warp as soon as you're ready. There we go. Away. And to the next system. I'm not picking up any ships here, Captain, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are one or more cloaked ships in the area. Reman cloaked ships can appear as concentrations of tetryon particles. I will continue scanning the area. There is something interesting on the planet's surface, however. Sensors are detecting a large underground installation. It could very well be the base that the Reman resistance is using. The entire area is protected by a magnetic shield, though, so we can't transport inside. There is a series of caverns connected to the installation. We could send a team there and try to find a way to disable or circumvent the magnetic shielding. Holy cow. Down to the surface. Captain, this is incredible. The underground cavern we are in is a natural, but the base itself, it's a ship. The derelict class, if my tricorder readings are correct. The Remans have moved a derelict vessel into the cavern. We appear to be in a maintenance area adjacent to the hull of the ship. The Remans probably mine these tunnels for raw materials. I'm picking up multiple veins of ore that could be useful if they are replicating ship parts or weapons. I'm not reading any way into the ship from here, though. We'll need to find an entrance. Very well. The abandoned lab station was probably used to refine the ore the Remans collected while creating this maintenance tunnel. Oh, okay. Good to know. The consoles in this room appear to operate on the heavy machinery the Remans used to create the cavern. The entrance to the base should be just ahead. This tunnel leads directly to the main area of the base, sir, but it's completely blocked. I wonder if a weapon on its highest setting would breach it. Scan the gate. This gate is made of titanium alloy, Captain. There's no way a hand weapon would blast through it. Maybe that giant laser behind us? Das Lieb? We need something with a lot more power. That's it, sir. Did you see the mining laser? Yes, I did. Let's use it. Oh my god. You guys are idiots. Do you think it'll be the giant, obvious mining laser back here? There. Oh, it's this one back behind it. Malfunction. Engaging automatic shutdown. Ah, it's never that easy. Something must be wrong with the mining laser, sir. We should perform a more detailed scan to determine the source of the problem. Das Lieb, you're getting on my nerves. Scan the mining laser. Bleep, boop, bleep. Captain, the mining laser's power system isn't strong enough. We won't be able to cut through titanium. I think there are several different ways we can fix this. Your career training will help. Only need to complete one of the career-based objectives to advance. Your applied tactics instructor always told you to use whatever was available to get the job done. You think you could use several hand weapon power cells to boost the output of the mining laser? Klingon weapons aren't compatible, but the Remans might have left something suitable in the cave. Search the cave for an alternate power source. Oh, look. Now there's something in the cave. Oh, what's this? Spiders. Karma ice spiders. I hate spiders. Why does every new species we encounter try to kill us? Get it together, Kagan. Oh no, spiders. Nope. Good. You have all the power cells you need, but before you can use them to boost the output of the mining laser, you will need to fuse them together and install a single control unit that is strong enough to handle the burst of power without burning out. My god. Oh, I get it. That console that Das Lieb mentioned. Yep. Place the power packs. Oh. Right. Fuse them. Take the fused power packs. Oh my god. Step by step. The combined power pack is now ready to use. All you need to do now is install it in the mining laser and cross your fingers. Okay. Modifying mining laser. That did it, sir. The power to the mining laser is steady and it should be ready to fire. Blasto. Take that, you door. Success. The path inside the Reman base is clear, Captain. The Remans will be alerted to our presence, so we will need to be careful, but I have a feeling that Obsiek wants to see us. Wasn't it Obisek? Obisek. Yeah, it was Obisek in the next line after that. Typo. I found one. The Remans seem to have been expecting us. Perhaps we should have just knocked. Yeah, well, you say that now, Kagan. Nice cape, bud. The base is remarkable. The Remans must have disassembled the old ship and beamed the pieces in one at a time to construct it. Those Remans. So crafty. Oh, here's a door. Hello.
This place won't be safe forever. We have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Prepare the...
What the?
Ah, it's you. Welcome to the heart of the Resistance, little spy.
Thank you.
There is so much for us to discuss, and so little time.
Yes, where would you like to start?
The Tal Shiar have discovered this, our last refuge. They will be here soon, and my people and I will have to fight for our lives.
Yes, we noticed them.
Yet one question remains.
Oh.
Will you be our friend, or our enemy?
Why are those my only two choices? Hello, Obisek.
My hope is that you are here to talk. But I am prepared for the alternative.
Are you?
The Tal Shiar could arrive at any time. Speak quickly.
Why are you doing this? Why fight the Tal Shiar?
Why? You ask why?
That's what I asked.
This place is one of the last sanctuaries left to my people, and even it is lost to us now. The Romulans have driven us from our homes, destroyed our ships, and captured or killed our loved ones.
Yeah.
They seek to exterminate us, and we will not go quietly.
You've made plenty of noise.
Understand, I do not want this war. I want freedom for my people. It is the Romulans and the Dark Masters they serve who have caused this. Now they must suffer the consequences.
The bastards.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Did Sela order these attacks?
This campaign of terror is the Tal Shiar's doing, not the Empress's. Still, Sela does nothing to stop it. There is little love between the Empress and the Tal Shiar. Did you know that many years ago, she was exiled from Romulus for attempting to assassinate the head of their order?
Yes, I did.
The Tal Shiar have their own masters, and Sela despises what she cannot control.
Well, she's a Yar.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Why do you think the Tal Shiar are doing this?
Hakiv and the Tal Shiar no longer serve the Empire. The demons of air and darkness are their masters now.
What?
They whisper in the night for chaos and despair.
What?
And Hakiv gives them blood as tribute. Our blood.
The Tal Shiar.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Tell me more about these demons.
I have never seen one of these demons, and I will not speak their name, but I know they exist.
Wow.
Eons ago, they ruled this part of the galaxy. After thousands of years of tyranny and death, the races they ruled rose up against them, driving them from their home world into unexplored space.
Like you do.
We thought they had been destroyed. We were wrong.
So wrong.
The demons of air and darkness survive, and they hunger for revenge.
Holy cow.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Do you still have the Thalaron weapons?
A small supply.
Oh, okay.
They are terrible things.
Yeah.
Weapons of war so horrible, they should have never been invented at all.
Yeah, that's right.
But they were. And my enemies are great.
Oh, if that's how you
justify it. If I must resort to barbarism to free my people, that is not too high of a price to pay.
Honorless Remans.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Let's see. Surrender and I will see that you are treated fairly. Oh, wait. What do you want from me?
We need your help. Go to the High Council. Tell them what you have seen. Tell them if my people are to survive, we need assistance.
Wow.
Starships, soldiers, weapons, protection for the refugees. I'm asking for the Empire's aid. You are an honorable warrior.
That's true.
I, too, am a warrior.
You
and I
say
believe
honorable.
my fight is just. Will you join the battle at my side? Is there anything else you wish to ask?
So he wants the Klingons to help the Remans against the Romulan Tal Shiar freaky demon cult. Surrender, and I'll see that you're treated fairly. I may not agree with your tactics, but I will not stop you. Listen, I can't just let this guy go. Can I? Can I? Surrender and I will see that you are treated fairly, Obisek.
I was afraid you would try something foolish.
Well,
I understand why you have made this decision.
Good.
But to attempt to detain me in my own stronghold... Surely the battle masters on Kronos trained you better than that.
Surely nothing. I arrest you. And now we fight.
It saddens me we will part on such hostile terms. We could have done great things together. But while I appreciate the moral quandary with which you wrestle,
I'm not wrestling.
I am afraid my friends here will not.
Aha!
Commander Rashna, execute Plan Beta. Farewell. If we meet again, perhaps you will reconsider your position.
I'll get you next time, Obisek. Meanwhile, I do nothing, and do nothing, and do nothing. Obisek. Captain, we can't get a transporter locked to beam you and the away team back to the Yagam. The Remans must have activated a transport inhibitor. You'll need to find that inhibitor and shut it down. There we go. The transport inhibitor is down and we can beam back to the ship whenever you are ready, Captain. The Yagam is scanning for a vessel, but they haven't detected anything yet. If Obisek transported to a cloaked shuttle, he could already be out of the system. I think Obisek believes he's doing the right thing, but I simply cannot condone the use of Thaleron weapons. Me neither, Kagan. Even in self-defense. They are the tools of a coward, and I despise cowards. If he will not face his enemies in honorable combat, then his fight is meaningless. We should report to Tamek, sir. He needs to know what we've discovered here. Beam out. Oh,
the Remans beg for our assistance, but offer no fealty in return. Obisek whispers about demons of air and darkness, but offers no proof of their existence.
That's true.
Outrageous. The Remans have been
crazy to me.
Slaves for too long to be warriors now. If they would ally with us to crush Sela and her ships, we could conquer the entire region in a matter of months. There is nothing for us to gain by joining his fight.
I agree.
And there is no honor in Obisek's tactics.
I agree.
I will consider the situation, but I must have a good reason to recommend this action to the High Council. As of now, that reason does not exist.
Well?
Congratulations.
Resolved mission frozen. Thank you, Worf. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream there, but thanks for joining me on this Star Trek adventure tonight. Sure appreciate it. I'm Gaming Mike. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't, and subscribe also if you haven't already. For more in the future, check my channel for some edited episodes from this Star Trek game where I cut out the gameplay and show you just the storylines. I'm going through these Klingon missions, so I have a few edited episodes up on the channel already. Check those out, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.